Good morning, everybody. And today I'm going to talk about the cost of the success trap. Many of us are high achieving professionals, including myself. And at times we forget to think about our health. Work is important, but not more important than our health. If we do not have our health, we're not going to be able to do our jobs. So, I'm going to talk about what the cost of the success trap is, as well as the solution for peak performance. So, let's begin. The autopilot trap. Many high level professionals, such as ourselves, we operate on autopilot. Get up in the morning, drink our coffee, go to work, do our jobs, go home. And we're trained to do this over and over, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And so we never really forget that we are to be taking care of ourselves. This is where the old programming and habits dictate our lives. This keeps us in a cycle of overwork because thinking and we're not consciously aware of our behavioral patterns. This is what drives us. So we have to stop or reframe or think, but I'll get to the solutions later on. Professionals like ourselves, we often ignore meta communication. Your body reveals the truth about what your words are trying to hide. Professionals like us tell ourselves, we're fine. But there are nonverbal cues like a wrinkled forehead or constant fidgeting. These indicate severe stress and vulnerability. Or how about things even on the heavier side of the spectrum, like hypertension, high blood pressure, migraines, and other health related issues that affect our bodies and they manifest in chronic illnesses? We've got to pay attention to our bodies. It's not all about work. Now, in the success trap, sometimes we just function, like I said earlier, on autopilot, fear driven control. The success trap is often fueled by a fear of losing our status or material wealth or our houses or our status or just other things that just make us go to work and hit it hard. And this fear leads us to a desperate need to control every single outcome, ultimately draining our leadership energy and reducing our effectiveness. We're focusing on something that we shouldn't be focusing on. It's fear. I want people to notice the job that I've done, or I want people to recognize me for the work that I did. Those are fear driven behaviors. Or how about this one, the next one? The illusion of self esteem. Despite high success, the need to constantly manipulate your environment to maintain a certain image often stems from lower inner self esteem. We want to do more work. More work tells others, tells ourselves, our subconscious mind that we're professional, that we are successful, and we're draining our mental capacity. We're hurting our bodies. We're not taking the time out to realize that we are successful. It's this constant drive. Maybe sometimes we're what is it, keeping up with the Joneses. What is your coworker doing, or what is your boss doing? You got to outperform them. You know, there's competition. We live in a capitalistic society. This is true, but at what cost? We're stuck in a success trap. We're hurting our bodies. We're hurting our minds. And then what do we do? What do you do? Take pills. Go to the doctor. What's going on with me, doctor? I got a pain over here, or I can't sleep, or sometimes people unfortunately hit the bottle to cope with these things. I mean, how many people do you see, you know, high successful people that just go and seek recreational activities like drinking or drugs to cope with the mechanism that they're stuck in this success trap? These are not the ways to deal with those issues. So, now that we found what they are, what are the solutions? I'm not going to leave you hanging out there. Reprogram. Let's reprogram our psyche. Let's reprogram our mind. By changing the language you use to describe work and rest, you can break the old programs of autopilot burnout and establish new, healthier attitudes and habits. Going to the gym or over the weekend. You shouldn't be working on the weekend. Let's just get that out of the way. You should be going, hanging out with your family if you have a family or friends. I just got back from a nice little vacation Friday, Saturday, and today I just got back about, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. And it was relaxing. Went to the beach, had some nice dinner with a friend of mine. And, I'm rewarding myself for the hard work. It's not about working constantly. I'm recharging my batteries. I like going out to the beach. I like taking in nature. We did a little walk and I did some, relaxing on the beach. Got a little bit of a tan. I mean, I'm already dark skin already, but I got a little bit of a tan. So I rewarded myself with that. I changed my language. I rewarded myself for a job well done. Now, the next solution to this for peak performance is the power of scarcity. Apply the principle of scarcity to your own life. Your time is valuable. Always remember that. If you are not around, if someone needs you and you're not around, they're going to miss you. And that's what it's about. It's about you at the moment. Don't take care of someone else, of something else, without taking care of yourself first. By making your availability exclusive and rare, you increase your perceived value to others, and you force yourself to treat your energy as a high value resource than a commodity. The next one, this is one of the solutions for peak performance. Reframe recovery. You reframe your recharging, that vacation, that walk in the park. You're leveling up that strategy. Remember, sometimes doing nothing is a strategy. Sometimes relaxing and recharging your batteries is a strategy. Because when you're done with your recharging, you're now at a better performance. Like when you recharge a battery, once that battery, if it's a car battery or if it's a battery that you put in a flashlight, once the battery is drained, it's not going to work. The flashlight is not going to work. The car's not going to work. But when you recharge the battery, that flashlight, that car, it's working fine. That's how we are. We got to get our rest. We got to take that vacation time. Instead of seeing rest as a loss of time, view it as an essential process that's required to level up your character's stats for the next high stakes challenge. You want to be prepared, you want to be recharged, you want to have that mental clarity that you know that once your body is relaxed, once your body is recharged, you can take on that challenge. You can go to work in the morning and be ready, be confident, be clear on your goals, on your challenges. Sometimes I hear people, oh, I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, all to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning the following morning. And then they go in and just drink pots of coffee so that they can have that energy, that recharge, that boost to do the work. You're damaging your body. You want to get a full, at minimum 7 hours. Always try to go for that 8. But if you function on less than 7 hours, good for you. I mean, I hear people say it all the time. I only need 4 hours. I only need this amount of time, less than 8 hours. I don't. Good for you. Not everybody's like that. The next solution is leading from fulfillment. Is your job fulfilling, or are you just in a daily grind? Getting up in the morning, grinding, going to work, doing the same task over and over again. Is it fulfilling work? Are you doing something that is personally fulfilling? Are you helping someone or a business or a family? Are you doing something that is worthwhile, that is ethical, that you think is doing a benefit not just for you but for others to make the world a better place? True authority as a leader involves meeting your own needs first. You cannot effectively manage a team or business if your own needs for rest and health aren't met. A happy, healthy leader is more effective. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Have you rested in order to achieve peak performance? Once you achieve all of that, you can see yourself on the road to fulfillment. This is something that as a life coach, I I help people because I found that for me, it's not about a daily grind. It's about waking up refreshed because I'm now ready to help other people with their lives, with choices they need to make on a daily basis. And now, as I wrap up, I have a question for you to reflect on. Now, this is not just a set it and forget it question. You answer it and you're done. Really think about this answer. How would you describe the specific emotional weight that you, as a professional, carry when you realize your success hasn't brought you the peace you expected? Think about it. Have you achieved the peace that you expected now that you're a high functioning, successful person? Or are you just waking up in the morning all to do it again the next day? Is your job fulfilling? Describe that. What is the emotional weight that you carry when you realize your success has not brought you the peace you have expected? Because when I wake up in the morning and I know that I have to do something for my business that is to help other people, for me that's a good feeling. I love waking up in the morning, seeing the sun shining, and I'm going to help someone achieve a goal or break a bad habit or stop procrastination or realize that what they're doing in their life is fulfilling, not just to them, but to others. That's my passion. That's what I do. I love the fact that I have helped others. I've helped people manifest jobs. I've helped people leave jobs that they don't like so that they can achieve fulfilling jobs. One of my clients, he's now going to work out on a regular basis. His health is perfect, his mind is clear, and that's my job. So for me, my emotional weight is light. Success has brought me peace. And now I now bring this peace to you. If you're still here and you find this topic resonating with you, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm a life coach, and if you need guidance on how to achieve fulfillment in your life, reach out to me here. I want to thank you all. Have yourselves a great week. Today, for me here, it's Sunday. Depending on where you are, it's another day. Have yourselves a great week, and I look forward to seeing